All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Justin Clark here. As you come on, let me know who you are and what part of the world you are tuning in from. And also, let me know if you're seeing this live or if you're seeing this on a replay this morning. I do these morning market analysis just to take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin and give everybody my 2 cents on when the market could start getting more dramatic than at other times, and kind of try to keep our finger on the pulse of what is going on in these crazy crypto markets. So for people who are new here watching this presentation, my name is Justin Clark. I created the Micro Profit System, which is a day trading system for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and created a suite of software and tools to help really keep an eye on these crypto markets. Hey, Clive, good morning or afternoon to you. Morning for me. Morning to you, Mike. Welcome. Good to have you guys on here. If you are interested in learning about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, if you're interested in learning about how to trade it, if you're tired of getting your nose bloodied trying to trade different markets like Forex and stocks and crypto and all that sort of stuff, I really believe we have a better way. And you can learn that by starting with the free bootcamp. It's completely free. You can get back with whoever introduced you to iCoinPro or the person who shared this video with you. Or you can also shoot an email to support@icoinpro.com and they can hook you up. So we're going to look at Bitcoin this morning. And the reason why we keep a close eye on Bitcoin in the crypto markets is because Bitcoin is a big bully, right? Whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the markets tend to do, often even more dramatically than Bitcoin moves. So for instance, at Bitcoin, like the other day, Bitcoin dropped 3% or something like that, 4%. And the altcoins imploded like 15%, 20%, 30%, some of them, all right? And that's because, everybody watches Bitcoin. And when it starts to move down, the altcoins tend to follow. And when it starts to move up, they tend to follow. But it's always the altcoins moving up that aren't the ones that you bought. Sorry, that's a crypto joke. Anyway, and that's frustrating because I've tried to do trading a lot of different ways, right? I've tried to be smarter than the market, try to guess which one was going to be the one that pumped. And I've done the whole thing where I bought utility coins. Oh my God, if you've ever bought coins in crypto that makes sense, right? And you're like, surely Bitcoin's going up. This coin makes total sense. It has a solid project, solid founders. It's not a scam. It's not a rug pull, blah, blah, blah. And you invest that, you're like, oh, it's going to go up. Bitcoin's going up. The whole market's going up. And what does it do? It does absolutely nothing, or it goes down. And then Poo Coin goes to the moon, or some other stupid coin. Crypto makes no sense. But a lot of times, all markets are kind of like that. They make no sense, and they can stay irrational far longer than you can stay solvent. So if you want another way to do it, we have a free bootcamp, so you can take advantage of that. And if you like what we teach in the free bootcamp, you can move forward and learn how to use our entire system, the software, everything, in our 1 week course that we have. It takes you 1 week part-time to learn this whole system. Or 2 days. If you just want to bang it out and just go flat out and get the whole thing done, you can do it in about 2 days. Welcome, Andreas. Good to have you on here from the UK, tuning in. Awesome. All right, so let's jump over here, and we're going to be looking at what's called the MA momentum chart setup. And what that chart setup is a chart setup that we use in iCoinPro that kind of gives us an idea of where an asset is overall, whether it's Bitcoin or some other currency or stock or anything really, from a technical standpoint. So for those who are members of iCoinPro and you want to look at how to do, how this MA momentum, MA stands for moving average momentum chart works, click on my iCoinPro training. You can go here, click on the Micro Profit System Part 3. And down here, you'll see MA Momentum. You can do that training right there. All right. And if you have our software, the iCoinPro trading portal, you can click Load Chart Layout, click on MA Momentum, and that's going to pull that up for you so you can actually look at this chart layout. This software, by the way, is our proprietary software. Nobody else has it. It is the all-seeing eye of crypto. We know when things are dumping, dipping, blowing up, pumping. Our software tracks everything, so we don't miss a single trick that's happening in these crypto markets. And if you don't have our software, in a lot of ways, you're kind of flying blind, right? You don't know where we are. I look at this and I laugh. This is one of our tools, and we have another tool up here that I know is not doing anything right now because this market's so far up, it's so high up, and we're in extreme greed right now. And what does Warren Buffett say? He says, be greedy when people are fearful and fearful when people are greedy. So we're in extreme greed. Everybody knows we're going to the moon. And we might be, don't get me wrong. I don't know what's going to happen next for Bitcoin. I don't know what the timeline is. I don't know if we're ready to go higher from 100K right now, or if we're not. And there's just too many people who want to jump off the roller coaster ride at 100K. Again, we will have to see. I hear governments setting up strategic Bitcoin reserves. I hear this, I hear that. And you go, well, is it a buy the rumor, sell the news type event? Again, you just don't know. And fortunately, with how I trade, I don't have to know. I don't have to be smarter than everybody else. We look for a very specific pattern. Our software finds it and pings it to our cell phones 24/7, 365. We trade it, and we can just continually compound our balances, right? Over and over again through small profits. It's called the micro profit system for a reason. We make these small profits and then compound our balances. And we've had people who've been able to do amazing things. I don't know if you saw last Wednesday, we had a gentleman who was on there and increased his balance over 5,000% trading with the micro profit system. We also had another gentleman who's been full-time trading with the system for a couple of years. And this year he just broke $100,000 in his profit from trading. And that's trading alone. That's not him referring people to our affiliate network marketing program. That's strictly using the system. So I really believe there's nothing else like this out there in the online space, and we can truly help people achieve revolutionary results. Now, of course, results not typical, read the disclaimers, everything like that. There's definitely risk in trading. If you do it wrong or you invest at the wrong times, you can lose a lot of money. I've seen people lose their entire life savings. I remember when Bitcoin at 20,000, some dude dumped his whole life savings in at 16,000, figuring we were going higher after it had retraced. And then it went all the way down to 3,000. He sold and lost everything pretty much. So again, he's probably pretty upset with himself now that Bitcoin's at 100,000. But, I always tell people, listen, give me $100 and a time machine. I'll be a billionaire in no time. You know what I'm saying? The obvious problem is the time machine. So, all right. So with that said, looking at this chart right now, give you guys a quick rundown on it. When we are, all these lines here, these colored lines are called, they're moving averages. Okay. Up here, these candles, they're green and red. They're called candles. These are the price action of Bitcoin. We're at about 103,000 right now. Basically, when we're trading above all of these lines, these moving averages, that means we're potentially in a bull market still, and almost definitely not in a bear market. All right. Power Portal. Yes, Power Portal Crypto allows me to be notified to my smartwatch. Yeah, he's referring to the iCoinPro trading portal. Hey, Dean, welcome. Andreas, I hope you took the boot camp. I'm in the UK, and iCoinPro is changing my life. That's so cool. Awesome. We know that, Clive. We've heard your story, which is totally, totally amazing and awesome. So, all right. So we are up above. Morning, all. Welcome in Canada there. Happy Sunday. Okay. So, trading above all of these is potentially in a bull market, almost definitely not in a bear market. On the flip side, when we're trading below all of them, particularly get stuck below this light purple one, this SMMA 7, smooth moving average 7 here. When we get stuck below that, we're potentially in a bear market and almost definitely not in a bull market, right? And the further that these moving averages pull away from the price action, the longer and more momentum we potentially have to the downside, and more work the market has to do to get back above again. All right, so the big question is 100K the top? for this cycle. Who knows? All right, but I do know this. We're still looking okay. All right, we've gone down, tried to break down the light purple moving average several times. Did not successfully break through. Looks like we're gonna possibly try to test 104, 105K here. This is good. We're getting upward trend, keep getting rejected. So we'll see if we get some momentum upward. If we can blow through 105K with really good volume and then consolidate, not just go up and immediately come crashing back down, that would be good, right? If we can go up and keep trading sidewards in a new higher range, that's positive. If we don't and we immediately come back down, that wouldn't be good. Any pressure we put on this light purple moving average can cause the altcoins to kind of implode. It's sitting around 99, 100K. So we might see the altcoins, dump a bit if we do retrace back and put pressure on here. If we lose that, then 95K is below that, then 90K, and then we probably, about 90K is going to be the next moving averages, which we got to stay above these to keep the buyers excited. Awesome. Oh, good. Yeah, make sure you do the free boot camp. It'll really, really fill you into exactly what we do. All right, so that is what we're looking at here as far as key resistances, 104, 105K on the upside. And then we got 100K, basically 99, 100K here, and the moving average, then 95, and then 90K. That's where we are right now. Again, the old saying is steps to the top, elevator to the bottom. We haven't quite gotten the elevator. The market's tried, but people are pretty determined to keep it moving on. But again, it's always a question of, where's the top going to be on this cycle? Again, we just don't know. And I see things about 105K and above. There's a lot of buyers in there. Might be. It's an empty space. It's like going into an empty field, right? You can just run freely once you get up higher. But this 100K is a challenge. Bitcoin's, we got to work out a lot of buyers and sellers in this area. Hey, Lise, welcome. All right, so that's it on the current spot. 105K, probably the next big resistance. I got to stay above 99, 100K. If we lose that, 95K and 90K. If we rapidly blow through multiple ones quickly, that would not be good. That would be a potential top signal, I believe, to other traders. But lots of good trading for us. And again, if we come back to around 99, 100K, I think the alts could really sell off a bit because of the fear, the fear that Bitcoin's kind of run out of steam here. Okay, now longs and shorts we're going to take a look at. So long as somebody betting Bitcoin's going up with volume, shorts are people betting Bitcoin's going down with volume. With leverage. Excuse me, I'm saying volume. Longs are people betting Bitcoin are going up with leverage. And shorts are betting it's going down with leverage. That's what I meant to say. Leverage is where you're borrowing money and exacerbating your gains or losses. It's extremely risky when you hear about people blowing out accounts. That's because of leverage, right? I don't teach it in our system. We only trade spot, which means we're just buying it for $100 and selling it for $102, right? That's all that we do. So we only look at Binance's data. Bitfinex and BitMEX are just useless. So right now we got a lot of people short. I'm not super concerned. These shorters could be right now, right? Until this goes over 70%. And if the price action just keeps grinding higher and higher and higher, and these, keep creeping higher and higher and higher, these shorts to up over 70% or close. Once we get over 70%, that generally shows like an overconfidence in one direction in the market. And we can see what, in this case, what would be called a short squeeze, which would mean that all the people who are short betting Bitcoin's going down, usually with leverage, get squeezed out of the market en masse. So they get liquidated. Okay. So we'll see if that happens. But right now it's kind of business as usual. The shorters might still be right. We'll have to see. All right. Now over here to look at our software and see what's potentially good stuff to trade. I'm not seeing a ton of things. I'm not super excited about anything today. Not going to lie. One, we're way up high. Want to see this market start to retrace a little bit or just pump up, and then we'll trade some of the back end dips, which would be really fun. But I mean, these have kind of lowish volume. I'm just not into trading these right now, especially with Bitcoin so high. So I got nothing today that I'm really looking at trading. It's a weekend. It's going to be slow, and we'll see what Monday holds. When traders return on Monday, we'll see if there's anything that's awesome. I will be looking for if there's any like big dumps, that happen, good 10, 15, 20% spreads on some of the little coins. Maybe I'll play with a little bit of money right now. But overall, man, we're right back up at the top again. And I'm in no hurry to trade right now. Kind of want it to either blow through 105 and get exciting that way, or we get, a nice correction or a couple corrections, couple dip sequences off of Bitcoin. And then I can start trading some of the altcoins that are dumping. So that's all I've got for today. Again, if you want to learn how to trade these crazy Bitcoin and crypto markets and how our software works, you can do our free bootcamp. It'll teach you everything that you need to know about what we do. Just get back with the person who introduced you to iCoinPro, or share this video with you, or shoot an email to support@iCoinPro.com. And if you like what you see, you can do our 1-week course. And again, if you want this type of market analysis in your inbox or emailed to you, pushed to your phone, you can follow me on Facebook or on X.com, or subscribe to iCoinPro on YouTube. Take care, everybody. And let's see what happens today. It might not be too exciting today. And maybe going into the new week, we could see some increased volatility again. Bye-bye, everybody.